minute.
Hi guys! We are now muted, everyone. Hello everyone. Welcome to the first session of Faerie Fire. Whoa, so cool.
First session, I've been playing for like a couple weeks now.
Yeah, actually we're mid-campaign.
I'm level
fun
20.
fact.
Yeah, we're fully
Yeah,
leveled
I
up.
already slayed the big bad. I thought we were done.
Oh
This
yeah,
is
we
the
did
epilogue. Welcome back.
Welcome to the
Whoa, I'm
first
being
and
bullied.
last session.
But yeah, I mean, if everyone wants to go around and introduce themselves, of course everyone knows who I am. You know,
Who are you?
I'm Carl Has, you know. But yeah, if everyone else wants to go around, Cam, do you want to
Very
start?
Yes. Hi everyone. I'm Cam. I use they them pronouns. Yeah.
Carson?
Hi, I'm Carson. I use he, they pronouns.
Aaron?
They them. Yeah.
And Kai. Oh, sorry, Boone. Sorry,
Yeah.
you get it right.
I'm a character. It's a boon. Hey, I'm Kai. What's up? What's poppin'?
Yeah. And I've been playing with these guys for like about a year now. Over a year. We've been playing for over a year. A year
Have
this
we?
month. A year this month. Like all of us
Is that-
together.
That can't be
That's
right.
when I started my first campaign with you guys.
Oh, September.
Transpans put
I
you're
love
all
that.
queer as fuck. I love that. Thank you.
You're not
Yeah.
wrong.
But yeah, I mean, I'm down to just get straight into it if you guys want to.
Let's go.
Yes.
Okay, let me get some tunes going on.
Some tunes?
Some tunes that you can't hear on stream can. Ooh.
Well, then
Tunes?
what are we even here for? I'm here to jam out.
Ah,
Cause
yes, yes,
problems, to commit arson. That's two.
yes. Two.
That's all we need.
That's all you need.
Now, I feel like when you say commit arson, cause problems becomes a bit redundant.
You can cause
You're
problems in
already-
other ways. Arson can be healthy for the environment. They do controlled fire.
Absolutely.
Fun fact, blueberries
Good
can only grow
point.
after a forest fire.
Yum.
Wow.
Yeah, the best time to harvest blueberries is 2 years after a forest fire.
Good to know.
I've been studying to be a ranger.
You ready?
Fun fact.
I'm just gonna give you all fun nature facts every time.
Honestly,
I love it.
Start
I'm
the stream
here.
with a fun
Yeah.
nature fact.
Kai's nature facts.
You mean Boone's nature fact? He is Boone.
Right.
He's the embodiment of Boone
Thank
now.
you for respecting my name.
I know, right? God, some people. Okay. Whoa.
Yeah, you're really ready to get going.
I'm so thirsty. My mouth is so dry. Okay. We get started. So, okay, guys. So Faerie. When people hear the name, they tend to think of great accomplishments. They would think of people who are proud of their home, who put in hard work to allow it to thrive and become one of the greatest nations of the world. Faerie is a city of wonder, from the bustling of Regent Square, home to the government buildings and diplomatic headquarters, to the campus of the Faerie Academy, filled with bright upcoming mages, to the ring of agriculture outside the urban streets of what the citizens call the Dawn. Many stories are told here, but there is only one that we want to follow. And I'm gonna roll a d4 to see who we follow first.
Oh god, it's me.
I just dropped on the floor. That's perfect.
Good start, good start.
Okay. So we go underground. Past the Faerian city, past the Dawn, into the Dim. Now the Dim might sound scary, but in reality it's just where a lot of the working class people live. They go day to day working their jobs and just happy to have a roof over their heads. Not everyone can afford to live in the Dawn. And we move through the streets to a place with a large sign that says the Underdome. It's basically what people called a glorified fighting club. However, it's popular to a lot of people in the Dim who want to let off some steam. Currently not open to patrons due to the time of day. We find Mo. Would you like to introduce your character?
Yeah, I'm Mo, a red tiefling. She's about like 5'5", short red hair, just A tiefling.
A tiefling. And what do you think Mo's doing right now? The club is closed, but there is still people like, Callus is around doing some things.
Say she might be doing some like reading in between training. Like she likes to stay on top of what her moves are, but she enjoys a good book every once in a while.
Yeah, sounds good. So you sat there reading. It seems quite quiet. There's people just walking around, maybe cleaning some stuff that have been hired by Callister. But you do hear Callus's very familiar voice from around the corner of the bar. And you can't necessarily tell what's being said, but you can hear that his voice is raised a little bit. A little bit stern, maybe.
Well, not get involved, but listen in.
Okay, so do you move closer at all, or...?
Yeah, like enough to be able to hear, but enough that I'm not like in it.
Okay. Do you wanna just make a stealth check just for funsies?
Sure.
First roll. Let's go.
Oh,
First
no.
roll, first roll.
What's my stealth? Okay, not bad. Not 10.
10. Okay. Let me just do something. Okay. So do you think you'd be wanting to have a look as well, like peek around the corner, or just want to listen in?
Peek around to see if he's talking to who he's talking to, but like not.
Okay. So
watch.
you see the dwarvish form of Callister, who you very well recognize, and he seems to be talking to a halfling man. Who? Let me just get up my notes. Wow, they're not coming up. There we go. So it's an old-looking halfling man, with grey hair, a beard that kind of poofs out a little bit and hides his neck. He's wearing quite fine, looking clothes, a little green waistcoat, and he has this kind of pearlescent orb that's floating around him. And yeah, he seems to be trying to talk calmly to Callister, and Callister's very much like, yeah, you need to get out of here, we're not open. And then the man returns with, yes, but I really want to talk to someone I know who is here.
At that point, I'll hide around the corner more, but still be able to hear.
Okay. Cause I don't care. You need to leave. Yes, but do you know of Mo? I need to have a discussion. And you've never seen this halfling man before in your life, maybe? No. And Callister continues listen, you need to go, buddy. You need to leave. But this halfling man's very persistent. He wants to talk to you.
I don't want to talk to him, so I'm definitely going to avoid him.
Okay. After a short while, the halfling man does leave, and you see Callister kind of come around the corner, kind of just grumbling to himself, and then sees you and just jumps a little bit. It's like, oh, were you listening to that?
Well, yeah, what? Do you know what I wanted?
I don't know this man. He's a bit... He was very persistent, wanted to talk to you, and I'm like, I don't know who you are, because, I mean, obviously I do, but you know what I mean.
Yeah. Thanks for that.
Yeah, just keep an eye. I don't know. He seems like a up top kind of fella, but
I got good enough
you
look.
never know.
I'll watch out.
All right. And yeah, you are left to continue maybe reading your book for a little bit. Yeah. Okay, we'll leave you for now. And we'll go and see our favorite little guy. We cut to a street that's kind of filled with people beginning to make their commute to work. And between the crowds, we see someone that stands out a little bit more than the average person. Hi, do you want to introduce Boone to us?
Sure. You see hopping along the road a small rabbit wearing a fedora and duster with a nice green vest underneath, hopping his way with purpose along the road, trying to avoid people but a little clumsily.
Sounds cool. And you're heading to meet up with your two little pals, right?
Yeah, they said they had something for me.
Yes. So you make your way towards where the Eastern Guard quarters are. There's kind of like different quarters on different parts of the dim, but this is the eastern side where normally you'd find Dina, and at one point you would have found Tarek as well. So yeah, you head there, you know the place, and you head inside, you'd go your normal route to find where you would find Dina in most situations. And yeah, they are both there. Both the Marisons, so... And they kind of seem a little bit... confused?
Just stand there staring at them.
And they look to you and kind of like sigh a little bit in relief that you're there. Listen, Boone, we've had this person who has some information for you for like a day.
Well, I'm sorry, I had to put together something to wear.
Yeah, I guess. But we got him in the office. If you want to talk, he won't give any information. And then Tarek comes like, yeah, he won't give us anything actually. So
They already gave him the once over.
he's just. I think it's best if you just go talk to him yourself.
Alright. I'll hop back to the holding room.
Okay. And inside you see an elderly halfling man, grey beard, grey hair, pearlescent kind of orb flowing around him.
Is he like just sitting there calmly? Is he like handcuffed to the desk or anything?
He's sitting there calmly. He's just chilling.
So, my compatriots say that you got something for me. Is that right?
Yes, take a seat. Take a seat. I have some very interesting things to offer you.
I like hop up on the chair and sit down, and then my eyes don't like clear the table, so then I just stand, elbows on the table, crossed.
Okay. So my name is Faerie Hoppingson. Yes.
Sorry, what? Three Hoppingson?
Faerie Hoppingson.
Alright.
And yes, I can't give you too much right now, but I have an offer. And you kind of see him like slide his hand into like his pocket of his waistcoat and pull out like a card, but not handing it over yet.
It's like just to reach for his pocket, I like go to my holster.
Okay. But eventually you do see the card, and it doesn't look like anything too intense. So, yes, I work for a company who would like to help you, but in return, I would like you to meet, me at the small circle. There's an alleyway on the north of the small circle. I will take you to see my, workplace, and we can discuss some things, and in return, I can answer a question that you may have. Any question. I have a lot of knowledge.
What exactly does your company think I could have use for?
Unfortunately, I cannot disclose this, but if you trust me enough, I mean, we're only trying to help.
Why on earth would I trust you? You're some random bloke I don't know.
Because I have answers for you.
Eyes narrow a bit.
Listen,
Answers, eh?
I understand if you don't want to take up this offer, but I have answers that maybe nobody else could give you.
Alright, I'll bite.
And there's like a little card that like tells you the place, like the small circle, 2 p.m. And there's like a little logo at the bottom that's kind of looks like a bunch of squiggles. It's not really like anything coherent. But it looks official in a weird way. But you wouldn't recognize the the actual like logo.
So it looks like an official symbol, but not for any like guild or
Mhm.
organization I would know.
Nothing that you know, yeah.
Okay. And when did you say this was going down?
In about 2 hours.
All right. I'll see you there.
Okay, in North Alleyway, I'll see you there. I'll be there right on the dot.
Pulls out a little pocket watch.
And then do you leave?
Yeah, I'll head out, give Adina and Derek the lowdown, tell them where I'm going, what if I don't respond by the end of the night, where to look for me.
And listen, we tried to figure out who this guy is, and there's nothing that seems to be on him. He doesn't seem like dodgy at all, but like just be careful.
Think some random old halfling looking for me ain't dodgy.
I mean, you never know.
I've been in worse situations. I think I can manage.
I guess you're right. And as you like leave, you kind of maybe turn back a little bit, and you notice that the guy's not in the room anymore. But you didn't see him leave.
Okay.
Okay. So we move up again. Away from Boone. We move up back to the dawn. Across to the front stand library that overlooks Wesner Park. From the windows, you can see a very regal fountain that people throw copper into sometimes, and some kids try to jump into, but only to be caught by their parents before they get the chance. However, we're not looking outside the window, but inside. The light pours in, and it allows Arnie to see herself read the script on the page of the book that she is currently reading. Arnie, do you want to describe yourself?
Yes. Arnie is a young Triton, probably about in her very early 20s. She has like a medium blue skin tone and long green wavy hair. She kind of lets two pieces hang in the front and then tucks the rest of it kind of back and down. She's wearing like a sleeveless, kind of almost like leather training shirt, I guess is the best way I could describe it, with a sash around it. And some like loose cotton pants, some like traveling boots, and she has like a little like armor kind of pauldron thing on one shoulder. And her face is generally very composed. You can almost get the sense that like her facial expressions are very like practiced and like calculated almost. Yeah, and I'm just reading my little book.
In your little book. And you continue reading, you like, learning whatever is on the page. And then after a short while, there's kind of a shadow cast over your book from the light through the window. Almost like someone's like looking over your shoulder to see what you're reading.
I'll look behind me then and see who's there.
Halfling man, old, grey beard. The whole shazam.
I'll kind of turn around a little more completely and say, can I help you? Do you need something?
Actually, I might need you, Miss Ani.
In the short time I've been in the city, have I seen this man ever in my life?
Roll a history check.
Okay. Alright, let's see. That's a 9.
You have never seen this man before in your life.
Okay, then I guess I'll just kind of like take in his full figure and what he's just said and be like, really, well, if I can be of service to you, I wouldn't be opposed to that. What exactly is it you need?
It might be better if you just follow me for a second. Just come over here. And then he starts like getting up and walking to kind of like the front of the library.
Can I see Kaya around before I just like walk out of here?
You would know that Kaya's around the front of the library.
Okay. Then if we're walking towards the front of the library, I want to do my best to try and like signal Kaya and be like, "Who the fuck is this guy? Like, I don't know this man."
I mean, Kaya, what are you doing right now? And do you want to describe yourself? Because you see Arnie and this weird little halfling man kind of walking, and you see Arnie kind of like trying to like signal you, but also this halfling man is walking towards you at the same time. So it's like
okay. Interesting.
Okay. So I'll start with Kaya is a pallid elf male, pale skin, light hair that he can barely fit into a ponytail at the nape of his neck. He's wearing like a loosely buttoned shirt with a tank top underneath, some khaki pants and boots. And on his waist he has a steel and silver wand, and then on his leg he has a spell book strapped to it.
yeah.
And
What do you want to
yeah,
do?
I'll walk up towards this halfling man and Arnie. I'll look at the halfling and I'll be like, "I'm sorry, did you need something?
Yes,
Check
I
out a
did.
book or
I
something?"
need you, both of you. And then he kind of gestures just for you to like move over to like a small table.
Okay.
And do you follow him?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. And he'll like sit himself down, get a little comfy, do like a little like shimmy in his seat, and then like with gesture for you to join him.
Pick a tentative seat.
And yeah, he kind of looks at both of you. He's like, so I have something to offer you. Both of
Go
you.
on.
I've heard about you both, and I think I can help you in some ways, and you can help me. I have an offer. If you come to the small circle at 2 p.m., so in about 2 hours ish, and come join me to go somewhere, and I know that sounds very suspicious, but just trust me, I will, and you do as asked. I will answer some questions for you, any questions you want. I have a lot of knowledge, I have a lot of people and places.
What kind of knowledge would you say?
Ask the question and I can give you the answer.
I would love to learn more about magic.
Then I can give you answers.
Alright, I'm in.
I'll look at Kaya after he says that he's in. And I'll say, okay, I'll be there.
Yeah. And he nods, and then he pulls out 2 little cards from his little waistcoat pocket and like slides them over, has the information on. He's like, okay, well, that is all I need you for now. I will see you at 2 p.m. if you want to show up. And then he'll kind of get up and excuse himself and like leave. And then you kind of stop watching him for a moment, and then you look back and he's just gone.
That was perhaps the strangest experience I've had so far in the city, for a city of wonders.
Really?
But something feels off, but I don't know.
I mean, I get off of here in an hour anyway, so might as well check it out if they can give us something.
That's true. It could prove useful, but I haven't been out of my kingdom for very long, but I haven't found it people's habits to just for information so freely. I have a feeling whatever this person wants might be dangerous.
They usually don't, but usually the dangerous things are the more powerful ones.
Don't I know it?
Oh. I'd love to hear more about that later.
Maybe another time. And I'm gonna go back to reading my little book.
Yeah. Okay. And we're gonna move back to Mer. Are you still reading, or are you doing anything else?
No, I'd say she'd be back to training. Like, she probably has a fight tonight, so she'd probably be doing
Okay.
some training with
In
whoever
like
she can
the
find.
kind of like pit that you do the fighting in, and like in that
Yeah,
area.
yeah.
Or... Okay.
Yeah, and they'll have like dull swords just
Yeah.
to like practice.
Yeah, and you can like spar with one of the other like casual fighters who come along. And yeah, you don't beat the shit out of them, but in the way of training, you do.
Mhm.
Yeah, and once you've kind of showed your dominance in that kind of fight, practice fight with them, you kind of hear clapping from the stands, just a very, very little clap.
Who?
You're a very hard person to find, Mo. And you see the halfling man.
Yeah, that's kind of the point.
Listen, your friend wouldn't let me in before. I just want to talk about some things, okay?
What? Who sent you?
Come take a seat. And he kind of pats beside him.
I think I'll stay here.
Okay, and he kind of just sits back a little bit. Like, listen. And then he kind of goes through the same motion. He has an offer. He wants to, ask you to, like, help him with something. And then, in return, you will get answers to certain things. Anything you want. He has knowledge. Blah, 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 blah.
Okay, then. Why do I need your help, though?
That is something I cannot answer at this moment. Maybe after this a little arrangement I might be able to.
We'll see.
And then he takes kind of like throws it down to you so you can like see the time and place.
Catches it.
Yeah. Make a sleight of hand. Let's do that. See if you can catch it. Or Dex, and but it's sleight of hand's higher, so.
That's a natural 20 anyways, so.
You catch it with style, baby. That was very sexy.
Yeah.
And yeah, you catch that card and you see it, the small circle back over at 2 p.m. blah blah blah. And yeah, he just nods and then gets up to leave. You want to say anything to him before it goes? Who sent me? Okay. Again, I cannot disclose this information until a later time.
I got nothing I can do, so. Guess I'll let him leave.
Yeah, and he will go. He will leave. So, we've all met our characters and we've all had our little interactions. Does anyone want to do anything between the time of 2 p.m. and now? So if not, we can just skip on ahead.
I will say, Boone probably gets there like 30 minutes earlier to case the joint.
Okay. Can you make like a little investigation check?
Sure.
Or perception, your choice.
I think I'll choose investigation.
Okay.
Not the best. 14.
14. Okay, yeah. Yeah, you look around. It doesn't seem sus at all. It seems like your average back alley in a popular place that people go. And the small circle, you would know, like, it's basically like a shopping area, but more for like magical items, potions, etc. So nothing too suspicious going on. Seems pretty average.
I'm mostly like eyeing the escape routes and the blind spots.
Yeah. And yeah, you could easily find some in case anything went sideways. If anyone else is turning up, when are you turning up? On time? Lit? What's the plan?
On time, but I'm gonna cast Disguise Self.
Okay.
And I'm gonna look like a half orc, you know.
Oh yes, yes.
Yes,
Mm-hmm.
yes, I'm gonna show up looking like them, so.
Okay. And what about you two? Ani, Kaya?
If Kaya lets me, I'll show up whenever Kaya shows up.
I feel like Kaya definitely like is strolling on his way there. Like he takes the time to be on time, but he stops by a vendor, like grabs a little snack. He's just
Mhm.
like casually pulling it up, eating it.
He kind of sets off a little bit earlier so he can take his time, almost.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like
yeah.
he plans his time accordingly, but he does like take a stop here or there.
Mhm. And yeah, I mean, I'd say that like you two might be the latest to arrive. Boone is, you see a little rabbit guy, just hanging out. And what do you think Boone's doing when he sees people approaching?
Is it too late to duck out of sight?
I mean, if you want to roll a stealth check versus their passive perception.
Yeah, nah.
No?
I think he's just sizing up the people that show up then.
Okay. And like you guys, apart from obviously Arnie and Kai, you didn't know anyone else was going to be showing up. So keep that in mind. And eventually, you know, you see a half-orc lady show up. And then the elf and the triton. And then you all just see each other. You all just... Does anyone want to say anything? You're just hanging out. This guy's a little bit late. Just a little bit. Maybe like, you've got like a couple minutes past the time and he's not shown up yet.
Like pulls out his pocket watch, sees that he's late, and starts getting a little nervous.
Yeah. And
I feel like Kaya like might like pick up on that a little bit. And then like nonchalantly just like unclips their wand and just starts like twirling it in their fingers, like kind of like as a nervous thing, but also to have their wand out. Just in case.
Okay. At about, let's say 6 minutes pass, and he does finally show up, and he seems to be like rushing along, kind of ducks into the hallway. He's like, "Are you all here?" And looks at Yuma, and he's like, squints his eyes for a moment, and then just shakes his head, like almost like he kind of knows.
I'm a representative. We're not just gonna send her out until we know what happens.
Everybody come over here, and he kind of like leads you towards like almost the center of the alleyway itself. And then he kind of presses a brick in the wall and presses another one, like at the same time. And suddenly you're not in the alleyway anymore. If you would like to pay attention to the stinky little thing, let's switch over to this.
Love the descriptors.
The stinky little
Evocative.
thing.
Right?
Stinky little thing. Okay.
Truly an image in my mind.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how stinky is it?
Good question.
It's not actually
Roll
that
for
stinky.
stink.
So let's just use a marker to see where he is, okay? So he's kind of like here, right? And you guys are there. He's like, okay, well, you guys have fun. I believe in you, and then he just disappears in front of you.
Huh?
Well,
And you are-
shit.
Yeah, and you are in this room. Let me give you a little description. Before you, 3 circular tables. Furthest left has a piece of parchment, and a pot of ink but no quill. There's a center table that holds a small sand timer, but it's not like running or anything. All the sand's at the bottom. And then there's a table furthest to the right that has a large book. Seems to have some text on it. And then ahead of these tables, there are 3 archways that lead into hallways. All with a single door at the end. The furthest left has nothing but a unlit torch. The one in the middle has 2 torches either side of the door. The one to the left is blue, the one to the right is red, and then the third one is just filled with treasures, gold, and just loads of expensive items, all to about the calf height. And it kind of spills out the hallway. But you guys are just
Sorry,
being placed here.
you said the middle archway and door had 2 torches on either side.
2
One
torches
red,
on
one
either side.
blue. Okay.
Mhm.
One red, one blue. Thank you.
Well, this isn't what I thought it was going to be. And I'll
told
drop
you
the
something
dice off
was
at
off.
that point.
So now you
Because
just
I have
see
those
the
red
half orc.
red usually.
becomes a red tiefling.
Not to move.
Oh my.
I didn't trust these people, so.
Doesn't
If
seem
you
like
thought
we
now
should.
was a good time to start trusting. Bad choice.
Is there anything on the parchment, or is it just blank?
It seems to be just blank. You could always roll a check of sorts if you want to take an actual proper look at it, but like, from what you can tell right now, it's just blank.
I take like an actual proper look at the parchment.
I mean, your passive investigation is really high, isn't it? It's like 22.
Excuse?
Yeah, it's high. Okay. Yeah, you can take a look at it. It looks blank, but to your like almost trained eye, you can tell that there's something arcane kind of around it. You know, there's something magical about it, but you can't tell what.
Okay.
I'll go over and start eyeing or like flipping through the book, seeing if there's
Okay.
anything of note.
So there's a lot of pages that are checked out. But inside the book there is one line on the page that is opened up, and it says, "When the devil's blood drips in favor of the lagoon of desire, what is not present will find itself whole."
Okay.
Can you say that again?
When the devil's blood drips.
Drips in the
in
lagoon.
favor-
In
Oh,
favor of the lagoon of desire, what is not
Favor-
present will find itself whole.
the lagoon.
Yeah, it's
Desire. We'll find
something to think about.
Can I go over and like dip a finger in the inkwell, see if there's anything in there?
What, in the ink on the left table?
Yeah.
Yeah.
See if there's anything in the inkwell.
I mean, there's ink.
Okay. I wasn't sure. It might be
Yeah,
devil's
no.
blood.
Hey, you never know. No, it does seem like it's normal ink from what you can tell.
Okay.
So you said that there's an unlit torch.
Yes.
Can I just do like a rad little snap my fingers and light it with prestidigitation?
You can. Nothing happens though.
Okay.
Like it doesn't light at all, or
It lights, but nothing like else happens as
oh,
well.
okay.
Oh,
I just wanted to double check. Yeah.
and sorry, was there anything on the parchment? I missed that because I just had checkpoint.
Kaya came to the conclusion that there might be something arcane about it, but not exactly.
Nothing.
Like,
Okay. Nothing specific. Okay.
Can I use detect magic? It's 30 feet. Might as well.
Detect magic. Okay. You can tell that the parchment has something magical on it. You can tell that the flames are magical. And you can sense something magical around the third archway, the one with all the gold in it. And to be fair, this entire like room situation just feels like it's just radiating arcane energy.
Mhm.
But they're the things that are like the most prominent thing.
I'll relay that to everyone. Parchment, definitely magical. 2 torches, also magical. Hallway full of gold, seems magical.
I'll pick up like one of the gold pieces that is spilled out past the archway and test it, see if it's like real gold or an illusion.
Like a chop.
Yeah.
Make trying to think of what check.
I got lots of them.
Yeah, no.
A gold check.
Just make an insight check. I feel like that's what works here. Oh.
Right. That is 18.
18. It feels real.
And you said there was something magical about the archway?
Yes, on the far right side.
Gonna toss the gold piece through, see if anything happens.
Nothing happens.
Was there anything up with the middle hallway?
The two... One sec. The two torches, were magical.
Okay.
So magical flames.
If we approach the two torches, can we
Yeah,
like pick them up like out of their holders?
Yeah,
or
we
are they
can
like
pick them
stuck
up.
in there? Okay. This might be far-fetched, but devil's blood, I'm assuming, is red, and lagoons are blue. What if we touch the two torches together?
I mean, a better
Doesn't
thought than
hurt to
I had.
try.
So you're just
Until
gonna
it
hold them
hurts.
together? Like this?
I'll hold
think it,
one
like-
so it's not like
Okay.
Arnie just like doing both.
Oh.
So, yeah.
Oh,
Oh my
hold
god, it's
on.
like a friendship kind of moment. Like, you just... I don't know.
Let's touch torches.
Okay, you just touch it together, nothing happens, but you see kind of the flames kind of merge together and it kind of looks a bit more purple.
Ooh.
But, yeah, you don't see...
Alright,
But-
so if we light the other
If-
torch. Oh, yes, Kaya.
That might be a good idea. Oh, can I go take this torch off of there?
Mhm. And also a reminder, you still have the parchment to still look at if you want to, and the sands, the
Hourglass?
Sand timer.
hourglass sand timer. Yeah, that works. But yeah, you can do that if you wish.
I want to go light the blank torch with the red fire.
Just the red. Okay. Yeah, you can do that.
Could I hold one of the torches in front of the parchment? Not like light on fire, but like
Okay.
Like
Um,
National
reveal
Treasure.
anything?
A heat revealed map.
Just make a slight hand check for me, just to make sure those flames are
Oh,
getting too
no.
close.
Light on fire.
We light the parchment on fire. We're trapped here forever. The campaign ends.
Good sesh, good
Well,
game,
okay.
good campaign.
Yeah,
Dirty
thanks,
20.
guys.
Day
Okay.
20. Okay. Yeah. Nothing shows up. From what
Okay.
you can tell.
I'm gonna take whatever opposite color torch and merge them together again in front of the parchment. So
On front of the parchment, you also make a slight hand check for me.
Oh no.
okay. Essentially this.
No.
That's an 8, besties.
Oh, bestie.
You kind of snag the like corner of it, but you were able to put it out before it like
Okay.
takes up the entire parchment. But nothing seemed to happen with like kind of like the two flames smashed.
Now, my guess is this Lagoon of Desire is the pile of gold.
It is.
That's why we got another torch.
Well,
No.
favor the
Can I take the other red torch to the like archway of the gold?
No.
Yes, you can. Just to the archway, or are you like going
Just
in?
starting at the archway, see if anything happens.
Nothing seems to happen at the archway.
What happened? I'm scared to reach my hand through, but like if I
Yeah,
like put like my wrist through with the torch in hand.
Nothing happens.
Wrist is severed.
One last try with the torches. You only lit it with the red torch, right, Kaya? So I want to
So-
pass the blue torch over the separate red torch that you lit. So basically, the blank torch that was lit. Does that make sense? Like pass the blue one over.
I'm
Like,
so
onto the
confused by
cur-
what you just said.
Okay. So we have 3 torches, right? The red, the
Front of the
blue, and the
purple.
unlit one.
But the unlit one is
Kaya-
now also red, right?
Red.
Yeah, the unlit
Yes.
one is
Okay.
now also red. So that unlit one, or the one that was unlit, I'm trying to take the blue torch and like relight
Go
it with
purple.
blue. Does that make
Relight it with blue. When you
Yeah.
try and relight it, it turns purple. The two colors kind of merge.
Oh, okay.
Put it through the archway.
Yeah.
Nothing happens.
Can I investigate this hourglass that we've ignored so far?
I was gonna say, I was
Yeah,
just
sure.
look at, but I guess we should look at it first.
Make an investigation check for me.
Okay.
Uh,
That's going to be a 19.
Seems like a pretty average hourglass, but once you kind of like take like a proper look at it, it looks like the sands being turned and like the time ago like going down might affect something. Like
Yeah, I'll flip it. Why not? We're turning our wheels here.
okay, well,
Darkness,
the room kind of shudders a little bit, and now you've got a timer, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
but nothing else.
You've got a 10-minute timer. Nope, nothing else.
Okay. It's okay. I'm gonna take my sword, and I'm gonna run a hand over it and cast Green Flame Blade. So now my
Wait,
sword
repeat
is.
that, sorry?
I'm gonna cast Green Flame Blade. So now my sword is glowing green, or flaming
Now,
green, and I'm
this,
gonna. Yeah, this.
are you attacking something?
No, I'm going to try and add green into the mix of colors that we have.
Now this might seem a bit insensitive. I'm just gonna like run, like grab their like shirt cuff and pull them over to the gold and try and drip some of their blood onto it.
Nothing happens.
It was worth a shot.
Oh. Can I try holding the purple torch up to the parchment?
Nothing happens.
What if I hold them
Okay.
both in the gold archway?
Firstly, make a sleight of hand check to make sure you don't burn up this parchment.
Okay, so hear me out. Sleight of hand, that is a 5, but if it catches, can I prestidigitation the fire on the paper out?
You can. So it kind of catches the same corner that Arnie lit, and then it kind of takes up a little bit more of the page, but it's not completely, like, gone.
Man, what?
Did it do anything in the gold room?
Nothing happens in the gold room.
Is there any other pages in this book?
Make an investigation check, Bestie.
Okay. What do I add to that? Investigation. 11.
11. Can't seem to find any.
Perhaps
What
we read the
happens?
torches wrong. It says when the devil's blood drips in favor of the Lagoon of Desire. So maybe we need to drip the red flame over the blue.
Exactly, do you drip the flames?
Oh, what if we were to drip some of the ink in the blue fire?
In the blue fire.
Ink. Oh.
It's thick, it's a liquid, it could be seen as blood.
Not a terrible
Let's
idea.
try one
Sure,
drop. One
Is that
drop
what you're
of
doing?
ink.
Yes.
Yeah.
Don't say it like that.
Nothing happens.
Another idea. What
Now
if
the
we
red flame.
hold
Look at
the
that.
fire above the paper, the blank parchment, and we do a little drip of ink so it passes through the fire and onto the parchment?
What if I just eat it?
I'm not sure that will
I
do.
vote for Kaya's idea. Here, Kaya, I'll hold the torch.
Let's I'll do the ink.
So what are you doing exactly again? Repeat that real quick to me.
Drop the
What?
ink through the blue
Through the
fire
Oh, through the blue one.
So
I
through
thought we
blue
were
fire
doing red.
onto the parchment?
onto the
Okay.
parchment.
Okay, I understand.
Okay.
Okay, the red might not be a terrible idea as well. Because it says the devil.
Let's try both. We'll try blue first.
Blue first. Okay. So you drop. Are you only dropping a little bit, or you're dropping a lot? Like, what's the?
Oh,
Just
a little bit.
one little drop to see if like
Start.
anything appears.
Maybe-
Yeah, like
okay.
even the hint
Maybe
of something.
2, because it says drips, plural.
Okay.
We'll do 3 then.
So
Okay, 3 drips.
you drip some of the ink through the flame onto the parchment. It's the blue flame you're doing first. You said.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nothing
And
happened.
kind of, spreads a little bit. Like the way that ink does when it hits paper, and you kind of can see like almost like, do you know like when you write in invisible ink, you know, as a kid, and then you have like the glowy
the
thing or
low
something you put
light,
on it.
yeah.
You kind of see like white lines, but you can't see a full picture yet.
They had more.
Do we want to try the red one to be safe, or should we?
Sure, before we fully put it all on there.
Yeah, I don't see any harm. Here.
Ink through the red flame.
Yeah, it works, and you do some more.
I have a guess.
Go on.
We don't need to use the fire knowledge. We just need to pour it on.
Ding ding. Anyway, and are you just gonna keep going until like you see whatever's okay?
Yeah,
So what you see, it kind of reveals a drawing of a hallway, which has a single torch on the left side. But unlike the side hallway that you originally saw, like, you know, when you first arrived, it has a lit flame.
What color?
You can't see. It's a black and white image. It's like,
so maybe
you know.
we should put the torch back. Just a thought.
Possibly.
What color do we want it when we put it back?
Well, it's red right now. Let's start with red.
Purple.
No, it's purple right
it
now.
is purple now.
We have a torch of each color, so
So
just
let's
try
do-
each
We
one.
could always
Let's start with
That's a
purple.
good point.
Yes.
Purple.
Purple. You put the purple one in.
Yeah.
Push on the door at the end every time they change out the torches.
The door opens on its own when you put the purple one in. You have solved a part of my puzzle. Let's go, gamers. Woo!
The
Yeah,
hours
and
of
it's
class
always
still
just like,
going.
What? 20 minutes? Yeah.
You had a 10-minute timer. You was on like 4 minutes left, and you was going for like a good like 10 minutes before that. Besties.
Yeah.
Is the hourglass
see.
still going?
The hourglass. Yes.
Could I flip it back over?
Sure. Yeah. Why not?
Can I take
Infinite
it?
timer glitch.
What do you
Infinite
say?
time.
You want to take it?
Yeah, I want to pocket it.
Okay, you can pocket it for now.
Are you
Um,
looting?
Better than stealing all the gold in that room.
Is anyone
It could be an
else-
antique.
My guess is it disappears as soon as we're out of here.
Only one way to find out.
Okay. Does anyone else
I'm
want to
going
do
for the
anything
door.
else?
I want to go through that door. What's through that
You just
door?
want to go straight through? Nobody
Wait,
wants to do anything before we
Before we go through, is there anything valuable looking in this gold room?
It's
Probably
a
the
gold
gold.
room. There's gold.
Is
there's
there, like,
treasures,
any,
there's
like-
jewels?
What's the most expensive jewel I could see?
I don't know the price of jewels off the top of my head. There's probably like a diamond or two in there, at least.
I want to aim for a diamond. Fun fact that I forgot to introduce before. On my shoulder, I have a little sparrow,
Oh.
and I'm going to send Piero in there to grab
Very
a
good
diamond.
Okay, get Pierre to make a strength check.
Let me pull up the stat block. That's a natural one. So
Pierre is struggling.
Poor buddy.
that's a natural one -4. -3.
Pierre is struggling, bestie.
Hero
I'll
gets a
call him
hernia.
back.
You call him back?
Yeah.
Do you want to try again, or like?
I think we should just go through the door.
I think.
I'm gonna go ahead and just take the parchment and the book if we can.
Okay.
Just in case we need the book or the parchment.
Are you just leaving it, Kaya?
Can I make one final investigation check of this, like these 3 hallways, just to like see if there's anything we missed?
Sure. Make an investigation check.
That
Can we
is
put the red and blue torch back?
I don't think you did.
Let's do that.
let's say Yeah.
Come back. Oh.
19.
19. You kinda notice that there's some like little holes in the gold hallway, like on the ceiling.
Stay out of that room. Just saying.
Yeah, imagine
we'll
if you
probably
took
get
anything.
shots.
Yeah, if you took any of the gold.
Yeah, I wasn't planning on touching it, so.
If we return the red and blue torch to the original hallway and try the door. Does it open?
No,
Just
it does not.
curious. Cool.
Yeah. Do you want to go through to the next room then?
I might as well.
Oh,
Okay. Let me get rid of some of
Speedrun.
this.
Speedrun.
I need to
Speedrun.
remove. I forgot how to remove stuff, man.
I don't think I introduced myself. I'm Kaya. Nice to meet you. And I'll hold out
Oh,
my
yeah.
hands to shake you too.
I'm not gonna shake your hand. I'm not gonna say that, but I won't shake your I'm not saying.
Boone will stick out a paw and shake hers. Name's Boone. Pleasure.
I will keep his hand out in front of him. And you are.
Don't worry about it.
And you are.
Dad,
You're in a suspicious tunnel with random strangers. I would love to know your name.
Jane.
You can.
Insight check.
Insight versus. Well, I think we all know what it is.
No.
Deception.
Oh, no.
A 23.
Oh,
Oh.
Jesus.
Well,
That's
in
a
boy.
7.
I think that's
You
pretty
know it's not
close.
Jin. You know it's not Jin.
Hey, you're almost there.
So close, bestie.
Lovely to meet you, Jane. And I'll emphasize that last.
Pleasure.
If there's to be introductions, my name is Arnie. Nice to meet you all.
Lovely.
So you guys into this room.
After you, Jane?
Thank you. I'll go in first.
Of course. Ladies
Boone will
first.
follow.
Okay, so you guys enter this large chamber. It's windowless, but it's lit by numerous torches and candles. There's 4 pillars, as you can see, that kind of support the ceiling. In the back room, you'll find in the both back corners, there's almost like these kind of cages, these cells that are 5 feet by 5 feet, that have bones and skulls in them. You see an archway to your close left, that has a statue of a knight with a sword on his back, his shield equipped, and his palm out, almost as if he's waiting for something to be placed in it. And there's a chest below him. It's hard to see what's in the other because it's covered in a lot of webbing. However, all these things are a little bit too hard to pay attention to, because in the center of the chamber, guys, there's something there.
Something. My worst nightmare.
Michael. Calling him Michael.
Oh, he's a hottie.
This creature, you would know, Boone, is fiendish in nature. Very clearly. And at first glance, you could mistake them for a centaur, but instead of a human upper half, there's claws, there's horns, there's pointy teeth. And the last thing you notice is a tail that's kind of jagged, like a razor. And it's looking right at you guys. So I'm gonna have to roll initiative for me. Let's get some tunes.
Oh boy.
Pretty good.
Yeah. And I need to get my iPad out because that's all my shit on it.
Spellcaster is intimidating. I just see
It is.
spells and I'm
That's
like,
why
what do
I
I do?
never play one.
Love spellcasters. They're my favorite.
Spellcasters for life.
So,
Anti-spell.
Now I'm like a half caster, like a dingus.
hi, Boone, what did you get?
29.
Fucking hell, I forgot about your initiative.
Yeah. Whoops.
For those of you at home, Boone has a plus 10 initiative.
One on purpose.
Okay.
I thought I rolled good.
What does Arnie have?
A 15.
15. I'm just double checking what this guy's initiative is real quick.
I have a spell that I can cast on you that will increase your initiative by another d8.
Oh my god.
Okay,
30 plus initiative.
what
I don't have
about
it prepared though.
Kaya?
22.
Jesus Christ, guys.
Oh.
What about you, Ma?
We were ready.
What's your dex? Kaya.
+1.
I should look. Mine is +3.
Wait,
So.
how'd you get a 22 with a +1?
Chronomancy wizards can add their
Oh.
intelligence to their initiative.
That's right.
I love that.
Spicy boy.
Nox is saying you have swag, and I love that. And then Kaya.
Kaya's dice are actually
I'm
a D22.
calling him Michael. Michael, the little guy, who's a little angry.
I don't
Okay.
think he's little.
Hi.
It's
Okay.
just a little fella.
Top
Good for the
of
little
the
guy.
order. Boone, you're up.
So you said I know this is a fiend. Do I know anything about this type of fiend in particular?
Is there anything that says that you need to? I genuinely
I
can't
have
remember
advantage
that
on
stuff.
survival checks to track them, as well as initiative checks to recall information about them. Or sorry, intelligence, not initiative.
I don't think you've ever come across something like this before.
Okay.
So
All right. Well then, if I don't know anything about them, I will just go for the attack.
okay.
I'm going to cast Hunter's Mark as my bonus. Or
Okay,
sorry.
Hunter's Mark.
Where
Make
is
it green to fit your vibe.
And then I'm going to attack 3 times with my crossbow.
Alright. The pillar. Yeah, I was gonna say the pillar's kind of covering.
Yeah, no, I dash forward, so I'm like parallel.
Okay.
And then fire off 3 shots with my crossbow.
Okay. Roll to hit, bestie.
Alright. You know what? I've actually got 3 d20s now, so I can just roll them all. Oh, no.
Oh,
Okay.
no.
Yeah, no, that's not great. Well, first one's fine. That's gonna be a 25.
25 hits.
Next one, a 16.
16 is glancing blow because we're doing that, right? So
That's your call.
half damage. Half damage.
And last, okay, half damage on that one.
Yeah.
And the last one doesn't exist.
Okay.
I rolled a 2.
Oh no.
Okay, so, and for each of these, I get Hunter's Mark.
Yes.
Nice.
So, for the first hit, that is 8 plus 4, 12 damage for the first full hit.
Okay.
And then does a glancing blow half Hunter's Mark as well? You're just doing like half everything damage?
Yeah, we'll do half
Alright.
everything to make it easier.
Well, that's fine, because I rolled very poorly. 3 plus 4, that's going to be 7, which is then halved down to, I don't know if you round up or round down.
Round up, so... Wait,
3?
no, round down.
Yeah,
Right.
so,
Yeah, 3.
okay.
So that's 15 total. Cool. Takes it to...
And then I
Yeah.
will just hop backwards behind the pillar, so I'm not in line of
Okay.
sight again.
It is your turn.
I will run up.
Okay.
And hit it twice.
Just fight your things.
Just fighter things, you know.
I love
Yeah,
them, the marshals.
Would Marshall, my beloved. That's
You should have played a fighter named Marshall.
Oh my god, new character idea. Backup character.
okay, so that's an 18 and a 22, so both hit.
Yes.
Where my d10s at?
Right here.
What weapon do you have?
I have a longsword, but I'm proficient
Oh.
in martial weapons, so or something. So
If it's
boom.
versatile and you're wielding it in 2 hands, then you get the higher damage.
Mhm.
That is a total of 18
18 for both.
for both.
Okay. Why did I decide to do this on stream? I can't do math. Okay.
Just tell us the hit points and we'll do it.
Yeah,
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 of
definitely.
course.
Yeah.
Yeah, is that the end of your go?
That is the end of my go.
Come off and like cut one of his fingers off.
Hell yeah. What?
Go on.
Only a finger? Oh no.
Hand up.
I was supposed to add an extra d8 of damage on top of what I did.
Okay.
Should I roll that now?
Yeah, do it.
7.
7. Okay, so that's... Okay. Nice. Does that seem to you, Goma?
Yes.
Okay, Kaya, you are up.
See that there's like this knight over here has a handout.
Yes.
I'm going to 25 feet of movement to get me here. But, like, when I'm running past, I want to cast Scorching Ray. And I want to send 1 into the spider webs and then 2
Okay.
at Michael.
Michael. Yeah,
Michael, don't leave me here.
I'm just thinking of line of sight here, because
Michael!
where you are right now,
I would cast
you
it,
would
like,
get partial
right
cover.
here.
Okay,
if
so
I
you catch it
can.
as okay,
Like,
no, I
cast
see.
there and then run over.
Mhm. Yeah, okay. So,
Okay.
roll to hit for all of them. Do the first one for the webs, and then do the second two for Michael.
Webs is 13.
13. Okay, they start to catch a light.
Okay, like,
And the, like, it'll probably take, like, a time for it to kind of disappear, basically,
okay.
from you line up.
And then 2 for Michael. One's a natural 1.
Okay, does
Uh,
not hit.
The other one is a dirty 20.
Nice.
And then Michael takes 6 points of fire damage.
That's fire damage, that's okay.
And
Nice.
I will, if it's not caught yet, I'm gonna, like, stand on the other side of this pillar of Michael and just, like, wait for it.
Okay. Is that the end of your
And-
turn?
Yes, it is.
Yeah, you get that fire right in his eye and he's not happy about it. Okay. Annie, you're up.
Well, I'm going to walk up to Michael, and I'm gonna take my 2 attack with my halberd.
Albert, ooh.
Smash.
I'm actually crying right now. I rolled 2 now.
No.
What are the chances?
Take a
I
picture
need
of
that
that.
crit
I-
fail.
I really need to make that crit fail emote, don't I?
Yes.
2 net ones, bestie.
That one.
Okay.
Screaming.
Is your
anything
halberd
else
just
you wanna
burst in
do?
flames?
Arnie runs up to Michael and
Whiffs.
cries. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's just a little slimy boy. You can't touch him, you know?
So tragic.
Okay.
Gross.
Well, that takes. Oh, I just realized something. Okay, it doesn't
don't
matter. Doesn't matter to what's happened. Okay. So, what's he gonna do? Yeah, I can do that. 10 feet wide. Okay, so this man's gonna use his lightning lance and hit
So sorry.
Arnie, Mo, and Boone.
Okay. Never mind. Keep going.
Okay.
Me?
Yeah, it goes.
Rude.
It goes pretty far, gamers.
I wanted protection from the pillar. This pillar has failed me.
You must make a dexterity saving throw for me,
I'm
besties.
My
fine.
weakest skill.
I need to get my
Okay.
dice ready.
Doo-ba-doo-ba-doo. Oh, that's cool. That's not good.
Oh boy.
I'm hoping I'm safe. Please.
Okay. Finding my dice because I need dice.
You got more than 2, so I'm worried.
Yeah, that was a handful.
Okay.
Where's my 8d6?
Oh my god, why can't I find this type of dice at all? What the hell?
Oh, you don't need any more.
Okay,
Just
there we
roll
go.
what you have.
You're good. You're good.
Alright,
yeah,
alright,
stop
alright,
that.
Annie, what did you get?
A 16.
Passes. You take half damage. Mo, what did you get?
Ouchie.
What did you say, sorry?
7.
7 fails. Boone.
18.
Yeah, you take half damage. Okay, so 1, 2, yeah.
I'm a squirrely little rabbit.
I'm
Okay,
just making
I'm
sure
gonna
you can
give
hear rattling of the dice.
Wow, yeah. I'm
Well,
gonna
I
use
actually rolled kind of bad.
Perception on
Good.
Arnie because it's the only thing I can do.
What does that do again, sorry?
It reduces the damage by a d10 plus 3, so
So you rolled
I'll roll
10.
that.
Listen, guys, I rolled 2 1s and 2 2s, so you know.
Nice.
1, 2, 3,
We
4,
love to see it.
6. I rolled 1 8 as well. 2,
Nope.
6,
There were d8s.
9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 points of lightning damage, or 9 if you
Oh, yeah.
succeeded.
Or 0, because I rolled 9.
Okay.
Exactly.
Next. I don't think this guy has any
Oh,
other.
so wait, so
he's
I
pretty
take 0?
You take 0, because I can only do it within 5
Mhm.
feet, so.
Okay.
That's fine.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now I know pillars are useless.
For this, yes.
Yeah, no,
For
it's
other
fine.
things, fine. Yeah. Yeah, that's the end of his go. So back up to the top of the Boone.
Righty, then. If I were to move right here, would I have any trouble shooting him?
No, you wouldn't.
Okay. Well then, 3 more crossbow attacks. Let's hope I roll
Okay.
a little better.
Let's go.
Okay, actually that's much better. So, what we have, a 27,
Hits.
a 22,
Hits.
18.
Hits. All of them hit. Let's go.
It's gonna be a lot of dice.
Fuck yeah.
I'm sorry, I'm trying to pull up my damage. Okay, first hit, that's gonna be 12 damage.
12. Okay.
Second hit, that's gonna be 8 damage.
8.
Third hit. Oh, snake eyes. That's only gonna be 6 damage.
Takes all 3 of those balls right in the chest. Looks like it hurt. Any more damage on top of that, or is that just
No, that was only for the first turn.
Okay. I can't do math again. So that's okay. 26 total. Cool.
And then I move back behind the pillar for what good it might do.
Okay, it might do good. You know.
It
who
might do
knows?
good. We'll see.
Can they do mathematics? 6. Okay, I've got it. I did the math, guys. Okay. All right. Well, that takes us to Mo's turn.
Ah, my turn.
Yeah.
Shocker, what am I gonna do? Let's see if I give him again. Nope. And a 17, so yeah. Okay.
How's Michael looking?
Hurt?
Cool.
Not necessarily bloodied yet, but hurt.
Okay. Boom, 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 boom. 10. What is that number on this dice? Oh, no. 4.
4. Yeah, that doesn't.
What? That doesn't kill him?
Oh, no. Wait, was that damage? Sorry, I was
Yeah.
doing something. Okay.
No, yeah, 4 damage. I only one. I rolled it like a
Yeah.
8 and a 17, so only 1
Cool,
hit.
that works. Okay. Now he's looking bloodied, guys.
Nice. And I
Shoot
need to
the
get
edge.
better bonus actions because that's my turn.
Okay. If that's the end of your go, we go to Kaya. And by this point, it's pretty bent up now inside that room, all the webbing.
Do I see anything in there? Anything that could like fit in the palm of a hand?
Do you want to use an investigation check to look? It'll be your action to have a
Yeah.
proper look. Okay.
Cool.
All right. Yeah, make your investigation check then.
That is a 25.
25. Right in the corner where some of the weapon's still burning a bit, but like, you know, it's basically almost gone. You see a black key that kind of blends in with the ground. So, like, if you were just to look, you would miss it, but you see it.
And then if I'm standing here and I used my action for an investigation check, could I also like peer over here to see if there's anything in the skeletons?
I'll allow it. I'll allow it. We'll use the same investigation check because it's, I mean, it's high, so it doesn't really matter. But yeah. You do see a small piece of parchment kind of like hanging out one of the eye holes of a skull, but
Okay, I will. I will grab the key,
Okay.
and then that was 15 feet of movement. I'm gonna
And
use
this
my.
isn't difficult terrain anymore, so.
Okay, so I'm gonna get back here to with 30 feet. With my action, I'm going to mind sliver Michael.
You could use your action to do the investigation check, remember?
Oh shit.
Technically,
Bonus
so-
action. Bonus action. I'm just going to
Cry.
try. I'm going to Misty Step over here by Boone.
Ooh,
Okay.
This
but
does
me.
We love a Misty Step. It's at the end of your go.
Yep, that's my turn.
Yeah, you just see Kaya just poof behind you, Boone.
I found a key. Cheers.
Okay, well, that's in your go. Ani, you're up. Let's not roll any nat ones now, bestie. Come on.
Believe
Artie's
you got this.
gonna steal her nerves and try to do 2 more attacks. Can I also first, just for funsies, actually, never mind. I won't do that.
Good.
Okay, let's see.
Got it in 1.
Okay, I rolled 22
That
and
hits.
16,
Oh.
which I believe
Glancing blow.
16 just
Mhm,
okay.
mhm, so you do half damage.
So, I'm gonna expend a 2nd level spell slot. Why not?
Okay.
To Divine Smite with my
Let's
first
go.
attack and see if that kills Michael. So,
Okay.
so let me see. I need a D10.
You've got this.
8, 9 plus 3, that's 12 plus
Math.
plus 3d8. So 13, 14. So 20. No,
Ooh.
yeah, 22 damage with the first attack. With my divine
That's-
smite. Oh, and
That's sexy.
sorry, and it actually deals an extra d8 against fiends. So
That's
one more d8.
even sexier. Let's go.
So 5. So 27 with my first attack.
Bloody hell.
My second
That
attack.
hurt.
How hurt does
Pretty
he
hurt.
look after that first one? Pretty hurt?
Yeah.
Okay.
Is this second
I
one
think
the
I can-
glancing blow?
Yes.
Yeah, it's half. But I can still I think I can do just regular divine smite as long as I have spell slots, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's what it says.
Yeah,
Okay.
you can do as
Oh, yeah.
divine smite however many times you want, as long as you have spell
I can
slots.
do 2 of them.
Cool.
I
So then
think
I'll spend a
I'll allow
first
it, so.
level. I'll spend a first level divine smite for my second attack. So that's let me roll my d10. So that's 6 damage plus 7, 9, 14 damage for my second attack.
Nice. Still up,
It's
but
Michael
looking pretty hot.
Still up. Okay.
You kind of like slice his arm off with that, you know?
Kind of sliced his arm off.
Just kind of.
Just a whittle.
Just a whittle slice.
And you know what? Just for funsies, I'll cast bonus action compelled duel. So I need a DC 13 Wisdom
okay.
save.
I love
I want
me
Michael
some
to fight
compelled
me.
duel. DC what wisdom save?
13.
The 17, bestie, sorry.
Reroll it.
Reroll
I'm gonna use a
it?
chrono
Okay.
shift and have you reroll it.
Chrono shift.
14?
Chronal?
That passes.
Passes.
That's not a
so-
real word.
Got it.
Damn.
Chronal.
Okay.
Being
Fortunately,
prone.
it is.
Is there anything else you want to do on your turn, Annie?
No, that's it.
Okay.
That's all.
It is Michael's go. Let's see if he regains his little thing. But you are going to use it, though. He did. So I'm like, Or does he just want to go all out on Annie? Because you
Times
kind
like this,
of
you gotta
had
ask
him.
yourself, what would Michael do?
Yeah, what would
What
Michael do?
would Michael do?
Michael
Everybody
wants
put in the chat,
to.
what would
It
Michael
feels like
do?
an Office reference somehow.
Michael wants to hit
I was doing more a
Arnie, I
Jesus
think.
reference, but that works.
I don't know really.
Okay. Michael's coming for you, Arnie.
Let's go,
Okay.
Michael.
Gonna
You and me,
hit-
come on.
Arnie,
Gonna turn his little booty to you and kick you in the with his little hoofs.
No, that kills people.
And got a 24 to hit.
That hit. Believe it or not, that hits.
damn.
Okay. So that's how much damage, but ooh. That does 15 points of damage. I really high rolled that. 15 points of bludgeoning.
Oh, Michael.
Then he's gonna make a second attack with his he'll do his serrated tail attack since he's still got his back to you. So he's gonna
Okay.
try and hit you with that. That's a 18.
Oh, that just hits. That's our armor class.
If your armor class
We
does
love
half
being
damage. Okay.
Yeah.
Let me get my. I'll just use that. So that's 8 points of damage. That's the halved.
Okay.
And then that's the last one. And then he turns back around to slash with his little claws. His now 4 claws, not 4. Four on one of his hands because one of them disappeared.
Okay.
And that's a 23 to hit, so I'm assuming that hits.
POV Arnie dies in the first session.
Oh, yes.
Um,
That's what we like to see.
Ooh, I high rolled my defaults as well. Let's go, guys.
Okay, interception.
Ouchie.
So that's 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 points of slashing damage.
Reduced by 11, so 2.
Whoa, imagine
Love
doing
your
that to me.
smooches.
Imagine taking away my
Mwah.
moment of glory.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's Michael's go.
We're keeping that board at high numbers.
No, high numbers is bad.
Said no,
No,
sessions
you want high
without
numbers
that player
sessions without
death.
a player
Yeah.
character death.
Oh no,
So
I know
yeah.
what I said.
Yeah.
Well,
Oh.
yes, you do.
Bad for
For
the
those of you who haven't
drama.
seen, it says sessions without player character deck. Ooh, apparently, like, is this gonna stay at 0? That's what we need to.
I hope so.
Okay. So yeah, that takes us to Boone's turn.
I'll call out, "Oi, Arnie, you need some help, or you want your prey to yourself?"
I'm gonna be honest, Bestie barely understood the last sentence. He said, "Do you need some help?" And then just.
Do you want me to leave the kill to you?
No, I think you can take it. I'm not particular about
All
that.
right. He'll let's see if he can live up to that. He'll hop over here,
Get him.
just so Michael's nearly surrounded, and take
Flanking.
3 more shots.
Okay. Take
At
those shots,
advantage.
Bestie.
Oh, are they at advantage? Is
I
this
mean, you need to give your reaction to give advantage.
Oh,
Who's doing
I
that,
don't know
remember?
if stuff works.
we're just doing what Kai does
How long
in
have you
normal
been playing?
campaign.
So are you giving me your reaction?
I can't. I used it.
Well, oh well. It should be fine.
Are you at disadvantage because you're in melee range, or do you have
Nah,
something stopping
crossbow
from that?
expert.
Okay, cool.
And
I
I'm
love our
pretty sure
silly
these-
little feet.
I got 20 and then 2 23s.
Yeah, they all hit. Roll for damage.
Oh, boom.
That's gonna be 12.
12. How would you want to do
and
this,
the-
bestie?
Oh, that was the first attack.
Yeah, how do you want to do it?
So I think Boone, like after Arnie says that help's okay, Boone will hop like in between Arnie's legs and then do a little backflip onto the back of Michael and just like gun to the nape of the neck, put him down. Or I guess not gun, crossbow to the nape of the neck.
Okay. And yeah,
Oh my god.
Michael just collapses. He's... Man's dead. He's gone. You murdered that man. Well done, guys. You beat my fiend puzzle. Good job. Good
Beat
job.
your
good
Michael
Who knew the
puzzle.
answer was violence all along?
Job. You beat my
Are
Michael
we-
puzzle.
Are we out of initiative?
Yes, right now you are.
Okay, real quick before Kaya does whatever Kaya's gonna do. Can I lay on hands 15 hit points to myself so I
Yes,
stop
you can do that.
being almost dead?
No, actually, you're not allowed. You're not allowed to heal yourself. No healing on my campaign. Sorry. Yeah, go on.
Okay, thank you. I don't think anybody else is hurt. Well, who else is hurt?
Can I, since the person that I had hit with my hunter's mark has died, can I just subtly move it to Mo, just in case?
Is there anything that would let them know that it's on them?
I don't know.
Genuinely don't know that. If you
It's just
say,
a bonus
I'll
action
say,
to move it.
yeah, I'll say no then. You don't feel it, so yeah, you can do that.
I say I hurt, but I can use second wind to gain back my hit points.
Are you sure? I have
Yeah.
get you. Okay.
And Boone's just gonna get down, start looking over Michael, see if there's anything off about this fiend, or mark down what notes he can about this type in his little book.
Okay. Make an investigation check.
Okay, let's hope I roll as well as I was rolling in the battle. 16.
16. There's something off about this. Because you know fiends. And even though this looks, it feels like a fiend, it feels like you're in the presence of a fiend, it also feels like it's almost not real. Like...
Fabricated in a way?
Yeah.
Alright. Well, as I sees it, this is some test.
I would agree with that conclusion.
On how we were sent in here.
But I don't particularly enjoy tests that can kill me. So, let's hurry up out of here.
Just want to take a thorough look through everything before we do make our way out.
I will note that apart from the doors in the hallways, you say no other doors. No door, like, to enter from where you came or anything like that. Go on.
Can I want to come over here and look at these bones, and I want to send Piero to go grab that scroll.
Okay. Here goes the scroll, make an investigation check. Actually, your passive perception can see it. There's also another piece of parchment in under one of the schools.
Could I reach in and grab it?
Yes, you can. And Piero would come back with the other one. So the two pieces of parchment have like little lines. One of which says, set freedom into the world from the labor of 8. And the other one says, flies beware, webs ahead.
What was the first line again? Set freedom into the world.
From the labor of 8.
The labor of 8.
Can I make an history check? Just to verify, because aren't there 8 deities? Or somewhere around that number?
I mean, sure, you can make history.
Religion?
Yeah, religion, sorry. That would probably be the best.
Okay.
For that.
Then 18.
Now I need to look for my...
Yeah, I believe it is 8.
Yeah, that's what...
All
I'm
of
pretty
the
sure
lore
it is.
documents.
Pull it up.
What?
From what I remember, there are 8.
4, 5, 6. Yes, there are 8.
Okay.
And sorry, what did the other parchment say?
Beware flies. I assume that had to do
yeah.
with the
webs, yeah.
I didn't see any spiders in there, but I found a key.
Wasn't there a chest in front of? Yeah.
Yes.
Go to the...
I would hold up on that. Someone tells me if you try to open that chest before we figure this out, you're getting sliced.
My thought is if something in the chest could be placed in the hands.
I think we figured it out pretty much.
Do we have some time? Do you guys mind waiting 10 minutes?
I'll be honest, don't want to stay around here longer than I have to.
And do you want to put the key in yourself?
Later.
Give me 10 minutes and we don't have to risk it.
DM, what are these things against the back wall?
They're just like kind of like low gravestones, but they have nothing on them.
Okay.
Like they kind of look like that, against the wall. Kind of like what you see in old churches,
Oh, just making sure we weren't missing anything.
Mm-hmm.
So is that a yes for the 10 minutes?
Go
I mean,
ahead.
I can open it if...
That's truly up to you guys. We
I
could do it
guess,
safe or quick.
I guess do your thing.
I will sit down and I will ritual cast Unseen Servant.
Okay. Anything anyone wants to do in these 10 minutes while you it?
So, to summarize, we have a book, 3 pieces of parchment, an hourglass, and a key.
It's just one piece of parchment. If
I
you're on
thought there
about
was
Well, the
The
two with
two
the
from the
the
line.
two,
scrolls.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
only small, like
Mhm.
you know, kind of like ripped
like
off the
little
bottom of a
slips.
page.
Yeah.
Fortune
But the other
cookies.
one's kind of a big piece. Yeah, it makes sense now.
I was just gonna practice more like on one of the columns.
Cause what are you doing?
I'm ritual
You-
casting.
Oh,
Just kind of just start praying in the center of the room.
I feel like he's like taking out little pieces of chalk, has his little spell book out. He's doing the whole 10 yards.
I guess while Kaya's ritual casting, I'll try to make some conversation with Boone and Mo. So, if you don't mind me asking, are you both originally from the city?
Yes,
you
born and
visiting?
raised.
Oh,
and around here for a bit.
interesting. Good to know.
Well, since we got time, what do you both do here?
Well, I'm practicing, so can't you? That's my thing.
You just hit stuff.
Well, to practice hitting other people if needed. In a professional sense, I don't just hit anyone that comes around.
Good to know. Who do you tend to hit?
Well, people that want to get hit. I fight.
Okay, I thought it was a fetish thing at first.
No. Oh no.
Good to know. And,
You guys
you.
keep it down, please.
Oh, sorry.
I'm trying to focus.
Your lines are off.
I roll my eyes. And I fix the one bit that's off.
Okay.
I'm city looking for someone.
Who are you looking for?
Mm. Just someone.
Okay. Hey, y'all got our secrets.
Well, if you're looking for something, I might be just the person you need.
Didn't like the way that
Yes.
sounded.
No, I happen to be the greatest detective that the Dim has ever seen.
Well, I've not heard of
Wow.
You might have heard of my work.
you. Oh, okay.
So, who's this person you're looking for? I might, have a few people I can ask around.
Well, no offense, you both seem like quite lovely people, but let's just say it's slightly sensitive information.
Respected.
Perhaps if we end up stuck together in the future and get to know each other a little better, maybe I will contact you for your help, but I'll
Tell
keep
you
it
what.
in mind.
If you ever do, you get the special Dungeon Buddies discount.
Oh, Boone, do you got any fancy jobs?
And what exactly do you mean,
No,
fancy
high
jobs?
profile. You said I'd know your work, so
I've got a few high-profile people. You ever heard of Rattenfanger?
no.
Okay, that was my biggest, if I'm being honest.
Oh, okay then.
I mean,
Well,
Hey Mo, make
Okay.
a history check for me.
I mean, Helter Skelter, ring a bell. I mean, honestly, you give me nothing here.
You nothing. Absolutely nothing. It's almost like talking to a blank wall. Like you're getting nothing, Boone.
I bet you one day, buddy.
I'm just gonna hop away. he, he like starts to say 3 different things, and then he just shakes his head and hops away.
Boy. Okay, and then as this time goes on, eventually, Kai, you finish your ritual casting. As these guys have been discussing numerous things that you've kind of zoned out while you was doing your stuff.
I will have. So this is Frederick. You can't see him, but he is here. I will
Throw
hand
like
the
a
key
pebble at
to.
Frederick.
You throw a pebble at Frederick. You don't get any reaction.
I will hand the key to Frederick and have Frederick unlock the chest.
Okay, Frederick goes over and unlocks the chest. You just see a little floating key, as he moves on over. And yeah, he opens up the chest and nothing bad seems to happen.
What's in the chest?
That is this kind of like weird green gem, but it's something that like you couldn't recall a name of or anything. Like it's something that you've never seen before. But it's like a gem of sorts, you can tell by the way it's like made up.
I will have Frederick place it on the knight's open hand.
Okay. And as he places it on a knight's open hand, the entire room around you just seems to fade. Until like you're almost in like just a really beige plain room. And it's quite large. It's kind of like the same size of like the area that you've been traversing, but there's nothing in this room. It's almost like this was a whole like mirage in a way. And there is a door that quickly opens, and you see this halfling man, Mr. Hoppington, come through.
Mr.
With
Hop.
giving a little clap. Well, you did pretty well, if I do say so myself. Congratulations. I mean, this means that you're capable, no?
Sure.
Weren't we capable before we did all this as well?
Yes.
I mean,
exactly.
if I'm going to be completely honest with you, we have trialed many people over the past weeks as groups, and you guys are the only one to successfully complete this. And then he kind of clicks his fingers. All of your health points are back, all of your spell slots are back, all of your stuff's been reset, basically. Like you've had a long rest.
How did you do that?
I cannot
I,
tell
like,
you my trade.
Can I make an Arcana check to see, like, if I can catch a hint from my...
Okay, yeah, make an Arcana check.
That is a 21.
21. Okay, you can maybe tell that maybe it isn't inherently coming from him, but like something about the place that he's in is allowing him to do this. If that makes sense.
Where are we?
Oh.
Right.
You're good, you're good.
You are at my place of work. If you want to follow me, I can show you around. And then we can get to any questions you may have. Because obviously this room isn't the most entertaining unless, you're finding a fiend and you are surrounded in gold, but that isn't real, so...
I'll step up to follow him.
Yeah.
Oh, we're just
follow
going along with
Arnie.
this, are we?
No.
You see another door?
Fair point.
And he leads you guys out into like quite a grand looking hallway. It's very well decorated. There's some paintings along the wall. And yeah, he takes you through the hallway, past some doors, and then into like a big, almost like a lounge. And there's like these giant windows that look out, but you don't see the sea. You just see sky, and it's like you're almost sat on clouds. And he's like, take a seat.
Mo's gonna stand.
Okay.
Take a seat.
I'll stand too, I think.
Okay.
We'll stand in a chair.
Okay. And he'll take his little seat, and then like almost like a servant comes along, puts down a tray that has like numerous different drinks. Like there's some tea, there's some coffee, there's some juice. There's like just a variety of things, whatever you fancy. So you can take one if you wish. I was like, so if you have any questions, I can answer them for you. Some things I need to be a little bit less descriptive about, but I can give you a brief overview, and then save your other questions that I mentioned to you when I met you for a later time. We're talking about this whole situation right now.
Who do you work for? You still didn't give me that answer.
I mean, I work for a very powerful mage.
Does this powerful mage have a name?
Yes, she's called El Terrace.
Does that ring a bell for any of us?
Mm-hmm.
Let me think. Mer and Kaya roll history checks.
The 22.
That's I think the 23. Let me just check what I had. Yeah, 23.
Okay. So Kaya, you kind of recall the name from like some reading that you've done, some research that you've done. Like this lady is pretty knowledgeable in her own fields when it comes to magic. But you haven't like heard anything of her doing anything recently, at least within the past like 10 years. Mo, you would have heard the name maybe in conversation in the past, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
But you don't necessarily know her, but you've probably heard the names come up at some point.
Okay. In a good sense or a bad sense?
Neutral.
Okay.
Neither good or bad.
Mm-hmm.
Go on.
If I may ask, you said you were testing our capabilities and we were the only team that succeeded. What are you testing, or what were you testing our capabilities for?
I cannot disclose the exact information, but we need a group of people to help us with something that is highly, it takes a lot of skill. I can guide you, I can't tell you what it is exactly. I know that sounds very sketchy, but it's a rule that I have for myself, and that is set in place that I can talk about certain things.
And can I make an insight check just see like I don't know if I can gauge it from this, but like how like dangerous does this seem by the words he's using? Like is it
Yeah.
just like a nice little job, or
Make an insight check.
that is a 19.
19. You get the sense that he's not 100% sure how dangerous it is, but there's the potential chance for it to be quite dangerous, if that makes sense. But you can see that he's a little bit uncertain to the actual, like, threat level.
Right, so, end of the day, this is a job, yeah?
I mean, technically, yes.
So, what's the compensation?
I mean, like I said before, I can answer many questions to you guys. Again, the reason why I know certain things is because of stuff I cannot talk about, but I can let you know things, you know?
And
I
do we
mean
have...
this
No,
Oh,
go ahead. Please, I insist.
Thank you. I mean this respectfully, but answers don't pay bills.
Yeah.
So I do have things I have to look after that do take money.
Right now.
Likewise.
Yeah.
I mean,
Explain this Disrespectfully, you've given us no proof you have these answers that we want.
Exactly. I'm curious. You say you have this knowledge, but
Okay,
I'm
well,
curious
ask
as
me
to
a
the
question
level.
that I shouldn't know the answer to, and I can get back to you in 5 minutes.
I don't like that.
Can I? Can I like slip a piece of paper that has a question on it to this halfling man? I'm gonna
Okay,
message you what
okay.
it says.
Message me what it says.
Touche. I also have a question that I don't want.
Okay, both of you send me a message.
Are we all just playing a game of secrets?
Pretty much. You don't need to know what I'm up to, and I don't particularly worry what you're up to right now, so.
Oh, but I'd love to know what you're up to. Not in like a creepy, like, I want to know things about you, but I'm just generally interested.
Okay, that's valid.
So what are you up to? You said I couldn't really like focus when I was doing my spell.
I fight, that's what
You seem
So,
good at it.
I've been doing for a while.
so, Frey looks at, both your little piece of paper. Like, okay, I'll get to you in 5 minutes when I go. I don't need to go 5 minutes. Yes. And
Me?
point at you, Ma. No, pointing to
Oh,
Ma.
I'm okay.
But don't worry, it is safe with me.
Good.
So he like leaves the room to go.
Well, he will say if there's any more questions before he
Okay.
goes, because he will give you time to talk amongst yourselves as well.
Yeah, yeah.
I feel like I have to ask a question now.
Have to.
So
I
I'll
just
message you,
I'm-
Ray.
Okay.
Only doing this to test his knowledge.
and I'd
If
have
he
to make,
claims to know things he's not supposed to, then
I just have to make sure what I'm dealing
So
with.
if we're
here.
all messaging, then I will too.
Okay.
secret messages, secret messages.
You guys and your little secrets.
We love our little secret.
I would say out loud if everyone else
Secret.
would.
Mm,
Everyone else would be all
Uh,
secretive.
listen, gotta drip
An
feed the
open
lore.
question.
Okay. 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 I like these questions. He's gonna tend to you, Kaya, and just say yes. He just says yes.
Interesting.
He answered your question straight
Just
away.
says yeah.
And then Boone, he'll have to get back to you on that one.
Can I make an
Yeah.
insight
Okay.
check? Cause like,
Me and Boone
like
with the
anyone
high
could say
level
yes to
question.
that.
Yeah, make an insight check if you wish.
Yeah, Boone don't fuck around.
That's a
Look at this
22.
RD.
22. Tell him the truth.
So he knows.
No.
Interesting. And another question based on that. Do you have means to help me?
I mean, perhaps if this arrangement of ours goes to plan.
Good to hear.
I mean, do you think I just approached you without any information about you?
That's what I hoped.
Well, that is not how it works, so...
That's
I'm pretty
not
famous.
the information that you have.
Listen, how about I leave, go do my business. You guys discuss amongst yourself if you would like to continue on with this. And I will return with your answers to your 2 questions. And yeah, we can come to some sort of agreement. Think about what you might want in return if you think these answers are not enough for you.
Sounds agreeable to me.
Okay. Then he dips.
Does he walk out or does he just vanish again?
He does walk out this time.
Okay.
Gotta save those spell slots.
I don't trust.
I
Oh,
Definitely
why
don't.
not? We're in such a safe place.
Mm,
well, when you say it like that, I
And you said if we look out the windows, it just looks like endless sky.
It looks like you are in the clouds.
Interesting. I'm just curious if. Oh, never mind. Go on.
No, you go.
No, it was a silly question. Like legitimately silly. You go.
No, I don't know for you guys, but he does have some information on me that I feel like he shouldn't have known, but
Well,
And
I'm
what's that?
inclined to. Wouldn't
likewise
you like to know?
in the sense.
Yeah, that's why I asked.
It is not something I am comfortable sharing right now, but
You people and your secrets.
It's on a need-to-know basis.
they're quite
Well,
fun,
you have
aren't
secrets
they?
of your own, don't you, Boone?
Yeah.
No, not particularly. I'm an
We
open
all
book.
have that deep, dark closet.
Then
Feel
answer me
free to
this.
ask.
What
Yes.
question did you ask him?
Yes.
I'll
If
give
you're being
Arnie like a little high
helpful,
five.
I asked what happened to my mother.
Interesting. Would you like to share your answer with us?
If I asked, I wouldn't know. What?
No, I think
I'm
No,
I
looking
believe
for
what
the
Kaya
answer he
means to
comes back
say.
with.
Yes.
Oh, I mean,
You-
sure, I suppose.
Perfect.
Well, we'll just have to wait and see. And I've been thinking of some more questions. I might have to talk with him when he gets back.
Beyond that, how are you all
Honey.
feeling about the? Oh, yes, Kaya.
What did you ask?
I'll look at Boone, and I guess this Boone. Can I insight check Boone to see if he's being honest about asking about his mom? Just for funsies.
What, to see if he's telling the truth about it? Is that
Yeah,
what
like that's what he's really asked. Yeah.
Mm-hmm, go on.
Okay.
Against whatever you're doing, Boone.
Only
know.
a 12.
Out of 5.
Okay.
You,
Truthful?
What are you doing? Are you truthful, Boone?
No. Of course not.
Okay.
With my
Then
passive
with that-
insight, would I know that?
What's your passive insight?
16.
52.
You'd get a general vibe that like this little rabbit's full of confidence, but
It's
you
fronting.
can see
yeah.
between the
Secrets.
With that knowledge, then, how should I put this? I asked Frey about his knowledge of certain historical events. We'll just put it like that.
Okay. Respectable.
What about
want a
you,
message.
Romeo?
Romeo.
You're
Oh,
doing a lot of asking.
no, if you want to know the answer to his question, he said yes.
No, your question. Since we're all sharing.
Oh, I let me look what I messaged for. I just asked if he knew about my studies.
Ah, so you're a student?
Mhm.
Nearby or abroad?
Pardon.
Nearby or abroad?
Nearby in the Faerie Academy, actually.
More than just a pretty face. What do you study?
Thank you. Time magic, actually.
Is that what
Quite
all
good
that
at it.
zipping about was?
Yeah, more or less. Do I still have the hourglass? Or is it gone?
Oh, it's gone. And you guys, now that he's looking for the hourglass and it's gone, you notice that everything that you picked up is gone.
Okay. I'm curious beyond the questions we asked and how much we trust Frey. What is everyone's opinions on this job? Do you think you'll take it?
I think I have maybe one more question, and that will get me my answer.
My only worry is I still have bills to pay, like I said, and information won't pay those. So I would need more than just answers.
I'm gonna message you another question, Theo.
Okay. I have my phone at the ready.
I was say I have another question, but he's not back yet. So
Yeah.
should I wait or? you want me to send now?
If you can ask privately, just send me it now, and then you can say you ask it when time
Yeah.
comes.
I mean, we don't even know how long this job's gonna take. It could be an evening. Why not see where it goes?
I would like to ask him if it's just something that we could walk out of if need be, because if things get out of hand, I'm not sure I want to part in it any longer.
I agree.
Someone needs to
I'll be
teach you a lot
honest.
about seeing a job through.
Well, I do believe in, yes, finishing the things I start, but just so happens that I'm on another quest right now. So I don't know how well partaking in this one would serve me in the future.
If you stick by me, you'll be just fine. I happen to be quite lucky. Rabbit's foot and all.
That's a good one. You're quite funny too.
I appreciate it. Tends to help
Yeah.
with the tension, meeting new people, especially when they're so squirrely.
I almost made a rabbit joke, but I refrained.
Oh no, yeah, he's like daring you with his eyes to do it.
I'll just smile. So Mo, your thoughts?
Well,
Sorry, Ani.
No worries.
I like my job right now, but why not mix it up? I don't know.
I mean, what if there is more fighting? That's more practice.
But I make a decent amount in the fighting I do right now, so I do have to agree with you on that sense.
I'll admit, I'm a bit rusty. Fancy a spa with me sometime?
Got a plan for a fight tonight, maybe. If you want to come by, you can have
Where
some
is it?
practice after. It's probably further down than anywhere you know of.
Where is it? You doubt me.
I do. You look pretty prim and proper.
Is there anything wrong with that?
Where I've been doesn't help you.
And where is that?
Come
Who
check out
knows?
You can come
I mean,
check
you
out
can-
the
you can just
Underdome
say
if
that-
you would like, but I do warn
The
you.
invitation is open.
Is that
might
in
stop
the
by as
dawn
well.
or the dim?
Oh, dim. Very much.
I'll be there.
Okay
I
then.
think I might come too. I'm always looking for
Pleasure.
a good sparring partner.
Do you know who you're up
I'll
against
just
yet?
watch.
And if you guys are done with your conversation, he does eventually return. Like, okay. Just nodding as he's coming through, just like almost like processing some thoughts, while being like, okay, well, I have answers to your questions. If anyone wants to talk privately, I can talk in the open. What do you want?
Privately, please, if you don't mind.
Oh, come on, we're all friends here.
Not that.
To be
Not yet.
fair, with the exception of Kaya, I've just met you two today.
Now,
Oh, I seem trustworthy.
Not one
No.
bit.
I'll high five Arnie again.
now, Arnie, do you want to actually have a private conversation? Okay,
I think so. You gotta keep the secrets.
Can everyone else go into the other VC then, please? And I will message in the campaign chat when to come back.
And unusual.
Yeah.
Okay,
I
bye.
know. Bye.
Hi, besties.
Okay. Oh my gosh. Oh my god, bestie. Hi.
But
Okay.
alright.
So, he, takes you to another room and sits you down. It's like, so, your kingdom, I know it, was basically made to ruin by your sister?
I think Arnie just closes her eyes for a moment and takes a deep breath and says, Yes.
I mean, does that answer your question?
Is that
'Cause
all
it's-
you know?
I mean, would you like me to go into details? It seems like it was a very traumatic thing that happened.
Do you know what became of the rest of the royal family?
I mean, I know who you are, and I know about the rest of your family, unfortunately, passing, apart from your uncle.
All right. I think
I will say, Miss Arnie, I truly believe that this is the right path for you, and I'm not saying this as someone who wants someone to do a job for me. I'm saying this as someone with knowledge.
since you have such knowledge about what happened to my kingdom, if you believe that this is the right path, then I will tentatively trust you. But just know that I see my jobs through to the end. But what I'm really looking for is her. And if the opportunity arises, I'll go after her first.
I am very aware of this.
As long as you're aware. And Arnie will walk up. But before we go back to everyone else,
okay.
If you don't mind, just answer the two questions. That's not for Frey, but just like, I'm just curious because Arnie
Arnie's
she's the last one
well,
left.
I feel like it's kind of, for you right now, kind of unknown because, would you say you probably haven't likely returned to actually take a look at all of, like, what's left, so...
Probably when she left, I mean, not like she was, like, grabbing all the gold and shit. She probably took, like, you know, like, enough to get by, but the only reason I was asking is because I was considering proposing to the others, like, oh, if we do this job, maybe I could, like, get you some gold later, but...
Yeah,
but again,
I'd say it's kind
it
of
is
unsure
all
right
destroyed.
now.
Okay, ambiguous. Got it. Thank you.
Okay, I will get the others to return then.
God, we love
Return,
the
my
drama.
children. Here they
back.
come. Oh, there we go.
Ooh.
Secret.
We were actually
What'd you say?
we were playing our own campaign in the other call.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
started. We started
Love
another
that.
session of Kai's campaign.
You see Frey and Ani return.
Mo will ask their question at this point.
Are you asking it in front of everyone? Are you
No,
asking it...
no.
Do you want to do a private thing, or do you just want to...
No, I think I'd just slip a
just a
paper
mess.
again. And...
Do you want me to just message you?
Yeah.
Okay, I can do that. Anyone else? So, Boone, do you want to have a private conversation?
Nah, name's all I need.
Unfortunately, what you're looking for does not have a name.
Huh?
Curious. You got anything else? Or was that it?
It is more of a thing. If you
Thing
let
that sure
me...
looked like a man.
Yes, let me sit on this, because I am quite curious myself.
Okay. Well, you have my attention now.
Okay. It's like just messaging Aaron.
Is everything all right, Ani? Did you
Am
find
I
what
the
you needed?
problem?
I did. I think I'm going to take the job.
Oh,
I guess I'll see this through as well. Oh my god.
Let me ask you one question, friend. This job, are we doing
Yes.
some good?
Yes.
We're not just helping your benefactor?
no, Mage Tarek is a good woman.
Hmm.
And we here just want to help.
Question based on that. Could somewhere down the line, if this job does last a little longer, could I maybe meet her and ask her questions directly?
She is a very busy one, but I'm sure we could figure something out.
Hoping the opposite. I'd rather not be known on this
Okay.
job.
I would imagine she probably already knows who you are.
I mean, I
Yeah.
wasn't going to say it to cause you any concern, but she does know. She, again, full, discretion. She is not going to tell anyone any of your secrets.
Good. And if I see this job through, could you help me with my predicament that I asked about?
Perhaps.
That is a good point. Could I get her assistance on something?
I don't need her assistance, but you seem to know a lot. You could be helpful to me.
I will happy
I'm
to.
sure as this goes along, we could come to agreements on certain things. Again, you all seem like good people that we want to help.
I mean, that's a good question. Why us? Why'd you group these particular individuals together?
I mean, I can be somewhat honest with you with this. I personally seek out people who I think could fit a certain thing. I can't go into details about how I know things about you, but I can at least say that I
Never mind.
do research on people in the city.
Well, I don't have any more questions, and I have things to get back to for now. Can
Indeed.
we part?
Is there a time we'll hear from you next? Or just whenever?
I could send messages your way, and once, we gain some trust with you, we can figure out how you can gain access to here. But right now we cannot necessarily share that so sensitive information.
Alright.
But you will not find us on the ground, as you can see.
So it's not an illusion. We're actually in the sky.
We are above the city, yes.
Wow, a
Interesting.
city
Arnie's
above
gonna-
a world above a... Oh, my ears are gonna pop when we get back, aren't they?
Perhaps, but you get used to it after some time.
Oh,
I don't know. I've got
great.
very big ears.
I've
Ah,
never
you-
been this
you
high up
might
before.
suck it. But if you would wish to leave, you can leave now. We will be in touch if we get any, let's say, leads about anything.
About what?
Again, we do not know yet.
You can do... Okay.
Listen, I wish I could share it with you, but morally, I would feel ashamed of myself.
Morally, I feel ashamed of you.
To give you information that I receive.
Right,
It's been a pleasure.
it's
mean-
certainly been something. I'm gonna walk out the door.
You said
Yeah,
we
I'll
could
follow
leave
behind
if
her.
we want. Can we just lounge about?
I mean, if you'd like to hang around here for a little bit, there's nothing really to see. I mean, all of the doors have arcane locks on them, so if you're thinking about snooping around, it's going to be...
No, I would never. I've never been in a flying house before.
Okay. You can do you. That is, and then he kind of sends you directions to, like, how to leave, and there's, like, a receptionist who, like, takes you to, like, this almost like what looks like a teleportation cycle, but it's a little bit different, and then you press a button and then you'd go, so, and you return to where you were, so we're here to give you that. So who's leaving?
Hey, bud.
Okay.
Okay. And I'm assuming Kaya and Boone are staying for a little bit. Okay, well, we'll approach the ones who are leaving first. So, you guys return back to the alleyway. Feel a little bit sick to your stomach because it's just a weird experience, you know. Plus, you've just been all the way up there. The pressure's a bit different, you know. It's.
Ow. Ugh.
But yeah, you make it back to the alleyway, and you see now, like looking out to the small cycle that it's a little bit more bustling. You know, you're getting to that like mid late afternoon. You was probably there for like an hour and a half. Getting to that like late afternoon period where people, you know, are getting their shopping done before stores close.
Heads up.
Okay, heads up. Anything you're doing, Arnie?
I think I'll probably just look to Mo and say, nice meeting you. Perhaps I'll see you at your fight tonight.
Likewise. Yeah. Love having an audience. That'd be nice.
I'll just
Yeah.
give a smile and walk off.
I guess it's Mo actually, not Jane.
Oh, Jane.
I've
Sorry.
I've,
Sorry.
I have this huge trust thing. You'll find out tonight, anyways, if you came. So that's who you're looking for.
Perfectly all right. Nice to meet you, Mo. And then I'll walk off. And we don't have to cut to a scene right now, but I will say specifically, I'm looking for some kind of training ground or something I can hit.
Okay. We'll come back to you guys shortly, and we'll go back up top to Kaya and Boone lounging about. What are our plans then? You look a bit mischievous.
Were we left by ourselves, or is homeboy still sitting around?
He probably hobs around for a little bit more, but then he like has stuff to do. You know, he can't just hang around all day. But there is like a servant still hanging around, and spotted around there is like some kind of like guards of sorts, but not specifically in this room. But you saw some as you like walk down the hallway to here.
Are there any bookshelves in here?
Yeah, there's a few. Yeah.
I just want to read the titles of books, see anything that I haven't kind of catches my eye, anything that I haven't seen in the library, just
Okay.
rarer books.
Miss, make an investigation check for me.
Oh. That is a 23.
23. So we notice that all of these books have nothing to do with magic. They're all kind of just like the fun reading books, fictional. Like there is a few smutty books in there, you know, a few romances, sci-fi. I don't know, you know.
I'm not even looking for magic, just
Yeah.
books that I haven't seen before, and I might grab 2 or 3.
You find one about like pirates and like this like really badass female pirate that's like killing men.
We love to see it.
Yeah.
An icon.
Which you have never seen before. So enjoy.
Are there any doors in here other than the one they left through?
So the two main entrances, one of the ones what you came through are like archways almost, because it's like an open space. There is one door, that's kind of right in the back, you know, opposite the big window. But you haven't seen anyone come in or out of it.
Casually stroll over and try the door handle.
It is locked, bestie.
Can I see if I notice this?
I mean, if you want, are you trying to be stealthy about it? Like, I'm assuming a little bit, Boone.
I mean, yeah, sure.
Yeah, real stealth versus perception then.
It's less trying to sneak around and more just trying
Yeah.
to look casual. but
Yeah.
The
Okay,
24 bestie.
Oh boy. Oh, that's 23.
Oh, you just notice on the corner of your eye, Boone just wiggle the door handle.
I'm gonna start walking out towards make my way towards the door. Can I try to make eye contact with Boone?
I mean, if Boone's willing to make eye contact with you.
Yeah, sure. I mean, he probably noticed Kai get up.
I'll wink at Boone, and then Piero's gonna land on Boone's shoulder and cast invisibility. And then Piero will just fly back over to me, and I'll leave.
Okay. So you are now invisible for what, an hour?
10 minutes, an hour, so.
It's an hour, I think.
Be nice if I could. Yeah,
Mhm.
an hour.
Okay.
I mean, Boone's gonna go snooping as far as he can snoop, trying every
Yeah.
door handle.
So if you're going around like the hallways, what it seems like is that like this place is almost like a circle, right? So the hallways are completely curved and there's doors that kind of go inwards. But each door that you try, they're not. They're locked.
Like with a paper clip or a dagger, just try to pick one. See if it's a mechanical
Yeah,
thing.
roll a check for that. What? So that would
Oh,
be.
I do have thieves tools actually. So
How do you do thieves tools again? It's like.
it's a D. Since I'm proficient, it's just a dexterity check plus my proficiency.
Yes. Okay. There you go.
So yeah. 12 plus 7, so 19.
19. Doesn't budge, bestie.
Well, shit. Do I find like anything that I can get anywhere, do anything?
It's very hard without having some kind of like magical capabilities.
Yeah, I know.
It's very hard. Do you know like when you go in like you're playing a game and you go into a level and it says this is our advanced level area? Like
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
what this kind of is.
Okay. Well, Boone, feeling a little dejected, will just leave. Actually, ooh, while he's can I try to subtly Hunter's Mark just one of the people around here as I'm leaving?
Yeah, you could probably catch someone as you're walking down the hallway. Do you want to look for like a servant, or do you want to look for a guard, or someone who looks more important?
Literally anyone here.
Okay, first person you could pass the servant that you went. What was in the room with you, if you want to do that.
Sure, yeah.
Okay,
And then I'll peace out.
you dip. Okay.
And then just
Go on.
as I leave, do I feel my Hunter's Mark above me? Like, were they being truthful about being above the city?
Yes.
Okay, that's what I was testing.
Kai, what do you do when you get to the ground?
I have two things I want to do. One, I tried to take the books. Could I just like carry some books with me out? Like, did anyone stop me?
Yeah, you could probably like.
Okay.
It doesn't seem like the person who was like at the front door, let's say, seemed to like pay much mind. It's almost like they didn't really know if they were books from here or there was your own, you know?
I want to drop my books off at home, and then
Okay.
I'm gonna head into the den.
Okay. While you do that, what's Boone doing when he gets back down?
I mean, I gotta go talk to Dinah. Gotta go
Okay.
let her know the lowdown.
Okay. And you'd find her in the same place. She's still there. So
I figured
Yeah,
she'd be waiting for me to
yeah.
get back.
you approach the East Guard quarters in the den. And she's at her usual station in there. And yeah, she kind of perks up when she sees you. She's like, "Oh, how
I'm alive.
I see that. I mean, do you want to know what happened?"
What was the wizard's name that he mentioned? I didn't have a piece of paper to write it down.
Elteric.
Elteric.
I thought it was Terrace.
Same, me too. I wrote down Terrace.
El Terrace. The Terrace.
Yeah.
I'll double check that. Oh, it is Terrace. Sorry.
Okay.
It's
Oh,
Yeah, I was gonna say
S-O-X-E.
that's a
Yeah.
funny coincidence given
Yeah.
my mentor.
mhm, mhm,
Um,
mhm.
So I'll let Dinah and Tarek know, like, some magic type named El Terrace wants to hire me and a few other people.
Oh?
Yeah.
Um,
Compensation's information.
Information about what?
A certain incident involving me and who I thought was a man apparently doesn't have a name. Not a man, but a thing.
Okay.
Yeah, so I think I've got to follow this.
Well, keep us updated, you know where to find us.
Naturally, do you or Tarek recognize the name Elteris?
And like Tarek pipes and he's like, I mean, I remember her being like, she's kind of like a big name in one of the mage guilds. I can't remember the name of it for the life of me. Like, years ago now, but like, she kind of fell off the face of the earth like 10 years ago.
Well, I know you're pretty much out of the game at this point, but keep your feelers out.
Always.
Oh, going to see a fight. Either you want to join?
They both kind of look at each other and then just like, nah.
It'd be fun. You're a bunch of fuddy-duddies.
Fuddy duddy.
Well, I'll be at the Underdome if you change your mind.
Alright. Well, stay safe.
Safe as I can.
Well, you know what I mean.
Yeah, I know. Thanks.
Okay. Annie,
Yeah.
are you looking for anything like specific to punch? Or will you take anything? Will you take a wall? Or do you want to take like... Do you know what I mean?
If there's like any kind of like training ground that Arnie has been frequenting, I'm assuming there's got to be like
You could
a
probably
band
find
of-
like
Okay.
like small, almost like a gym. Do you know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
a
yeah.
fancy version of a gym. You could probably find something like that in the dawn. Where you could do a little bit of training. You can punch like a sandbag. You can get anything out that you need to.
Yeah, I think I'll like run through like a lot of the like drills that like Uncle Gallon used to teach me and stuff like that, just like over and over. Probably whack at a dummy with my halberd for a little bit. And then when I'm done, I think I'll just there's like some kind of like basically locker here to like get cleaned up. I think I'll just have a good cry for like 30 minutes.
Aw.
And then after that
Bonus action cry.
Yeah, bonus action cry. And then I think I'll just, get after I'm all clean, just get ready and go towards the dam. But I think in Arnie's time in the city, she probably has not been
No idea where she's
anywhere
going.
below the dawn. So probably in that like not like arrogant rich person way, but like like ignorance kind of just be like, hey, do you know how I could get here?
Yeah. I'm sure eventually you'd find someone who can like guide you, because there's a lot of people who come from the dim to the dawn to work as well.
Yeah.
So like you'll probably find like a local, and they can even tell you where to get to the Underdome as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. Quickly, Kaya, whereabouts were you going? Were you going anywhere else but the Underdome in the dim? Or were you going
That's the
somewhere else?
Underdome for now.
Okay. Well, we'll move to more. And you all notice that as you're passing by, there's a lot of talking. Like, people are talking amongst themselves a lot. And more specifically, like, because how I kind of picture it is that you kind of went separate ways out of the alleyway with you, and you went more towards the small circle. And as you're walking through, you kind of hear like little comments, little bits of gossip. Can you all roll me a perception check? Because I feel like you could all hear these bits of gossip. You know?
Okay.
Yeah.
that's good.
Burn all my dice. They truly
Sorry, did you say
Mine have been doing
perception?
so good.
Perception, yes.
Dirty 20.
Oh.
22.
Yeah, what did you get?
15.
I was
what
like, in
did
the
you get,
midst of
Annie?
all these bitty. Oh,
I got an 8.
Okay.
Mo definitely has, like, after leaving the alley, her head's down,
Mm-hmm.
just looking up to like, see where she's going.
So, Annie, you're probably a little bit too distracted by trying to figure out how to get down into the dim. But the rest of you kind of hear a little toss like, oh my god, is she back? Oh, whoa, this is so good. This is so good for us. And then you hear, like, little, it's like, Oh my god, the princess, she's returned. I can't remember if I mentioned it in the notes.
That sounds familiar.
Yes.
There's stuff with the royal family, but
Something about the royal family and one of the princesses being missing. And I feel like this is common news that most people would know at this point, because it's been a while since it happened. And you're hearing that apparently she's returned.
Yeah, because the notes you gave us said that the king and his wife had 2 children.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think you said anything specific about the princess being
yeah, I
missing.
think that's where it
Yeah.
ended.
Well, you would know that the princess has been missing for a little while, right? Yeah, I thought I mentioned that in the notes, but I guess not. But yeah, and apparently you're hearing that she's returned. A little bit of gossip for you.
Mo might ask Callister about that, but like
Okay.
if he's heard anything.
Well, eventually you arrive back at the Underdome. I'm assuming that's just where you beeline it to, basically. Probably before Arnie and Kaya, because they're doing other stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, and you make it in, and that, like, you can see everyone's getting ready to open up shop, basically, to let patrons in. And you can see Callister behind, like, the bar.
I'll definitely pull him into my room or his room or somewhere quieter. I've heard the princess has returned. Have you heard any news of that?
I mean, I don't get out much, so I haven't heard anything, no.
Maybe keep your ears peeled tonight.
Yeah, I'll do that.
And then she'll get dressed
Okay.
in her fighting fit.
Does anyone else want to do anything before they go to the Underdome?
I think I'll just keep an eye out for Kaya since they mentioned that they would be here, just so I can see a familiar face.
I feel like you could one of those things where you just, as you're about to enter, you kind of both like bump into each other and you're like, no, you go fast. No, you go fast. Like,
Arnie, I'm glad you could make it. I wasn't expecting you to be down here, but welcome.
Oh, thank you. I'm interested to see this fight. Always loved watching a good fight in, the interest of good sportsmanship. So hopefully it'll be interesting.
Like, as much as I'm not a fighter, there's something respectable about the barbaricness of it all.
Well, if you ever want to pick it up, I could teach you a few drills.
Well, we'll keep that on the back burner for now. But thank you.
Of course.
Can I say that I got in early and like saved a bench press near the front? I'm just like hopping up and down, waving at them.
That's so cute.
Boy.
Just a little guy with a big
My
Cockney
little
accent.
30-year-old man.
Okay.
Yeah, as soon as we spot Boone, we'll go over it.
And you guys take your seats, ready for a big fight. And I think that's where we're gonna end the session. Cause then, yeah.
Yeah, it's
Whoa! Whoa!
Exquisite.
Oh
my
man.
God,
Beautiful.
guys.
1 million out of 10.
Best session.
Thank you so much, Ray.
Oh my
That was
God,
amazing.
I'm loving these characters. They're so
I'm
sweet.
excited for the lore.
And just a heads up that this VOD might go on YouTube, so you know.
Am I gonna be
Now,
am I gonna be a famous YouTuber?
Oh my god.
YouTube
Are we gonna
stars,
be
famous
famous
era, famous.
Like and subscribe, please.
No, like and
Critical
subscribe.
I
Please
hate the sound
follow.
of my own voice.
I won't watch my videos, but I'll be famous.
Oh, okay, yeah.